Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 10th episode of the second season of ReZero. And last episode was a pretty good one. We actually got to meet a whole bunch of new witches. I mean, this season we got a new witch in Echidna, and it's been cool having these nice little chats with her because she's pretty great. But, you know, there are several other witches, right? So getting to actually get a little bit of a peek at them was pretty nice. You know, first we had Typhoon, something like that. She, I believe, was the Witch of Pride, and the meeting with her was definitely the most physically painful one. Like an arm was kind of lost, and her voice actress. I tried to get confirmation on this, but I couldn't find her voice actress listed anywhere. But it's quite clearly Misaki Kuno, the same voice actress as does characters like Shio from Happy Sugar Life, Mao from Endro, Kate from Sekai Seifuku. You know that character is a very distinctive voice, right? So that's an interesting voice to see in the show, or here in the show for sure. But then we had Minerva, who was, I would say, the best witch we met in that episode. You know, she just has like definitely the best entrance. Just comes from the sky with all of her fancy lines and just punches the ground. Big old crater, superhero landing. Just a bunch of hilarious little silly things like crying and you know, threatening to heal people. Just a lot of funness with that character. Like, she made quite an impression on me very quickly. I kind of wish we had more time with her. But then we also met the final witch, which was the one we were supposed to meet initially. I'm kind of blanking on her name. Daphne, I want to say it was, but yeah, she was one that gave us info on the whole rabbits and stuff like that, which was kind of the point. But we eventually went back home and found one other witch to join the series of witch introductions, and that's the witch we are the most familiar with, the Witch of Envy, Satella herself, who finally decided to take the stage for some reason. I don't quite get why she chose now to, but the singer, we got to see Roswald essentially admit to being aware of Subaru's time stuff, right? Like, he didn't say too much. Like, the only thing he really said was next time, which does, of course, heavily imply that he does know about Subaru shenanigans to some degree, but didn't really tell us too much there. There's a lot of vagueness about the road of hell and stuff. But anyway, we ended off with the Satella arrival, so this could get pretty scary pretty quickly. So let's see where that goes. 3, 2, 1, cut. Yep, you're not easy to outrun her. that that is a very Subaru-like strategy, so. Yeah, we gotta reset. I mean, that was already pretty clear, but. Would I like to have seen that? Uh, uh, oh god, that's the Ryuzu army. That is... Yeah, what do we do with these? I mean, we could probably sell them, make a killing, but... Okay, just... Meat shield army, just throw it at her. I guess it's not the worst strategy we have. Like, take this one, and this one, and 2 more for good measure. I'm flattered, but I have Amelia, so... At least we get to see the claws on our side this time. I don't know how much good it's gonna do. Okay, Ryuzu army, show us what you got. Okay, they just straight up blow up like the doll things from Konosuba. Oof. Your love is a bit too heavy. Yeah, there's really no room for you. I know, right? Although it may have triggered her a bit. It got quiet. I think you preferred the quiet. Pretty sure we already gave a response. No, it's much worse. This is a very weird form of hell. Please stop. I don't know how much more of this I could take. At least I finally stopped. Hopefully Subaru is dying here. Yeah, that looks a lot like Amelia. Well, it's kind of hard to see. Well, so I guess we're implying there that the witch took over Amelia as a vessel like she was supposed to back in the day, or was the idea? So, what do we do now, Subaru? Let's not have a repeat of that thing. I really don't blame you for shaking. That was very unpleasant. Amelia, please wake up. This is what we call the reset room. That's kind of his default state, Amelia. I figured you would know this by now. It might be alright now, but things always get worse. That is, gets right back here. It's nice it's nice to see you too, Ram. Please don't do that. Yeah, but it's hard not to. Let's not be too unreasonable here, Subaru. Yeah, she would have hated you a while ago. That is how she shows her affection. Hey, Garfield. Ow. Yeah, we never know what he's gonna do. I didn't even say anything yet. Ouch. Maybe if you dyed your hair blue, that would be a different story. Jeez, that seems a little unfair. That sounds extremely unpleasant. At least now we know what that was supposed to be now. This seems like a good place to go. Let's just walk on in. Oh, he's about to say, did we put a thing there? But luckily we have that thing. Okay. A little bit delayed there. Maybe we had to go through like a security check first before it activated. Make sure it wasn't a counterfeit stone. So... Oh, there's a girl in there. Those are the best kind of crystals. So is that like her original? Everything else is a clone? Everything that we've seen him walk around ever? I mean, this really hasn't been half a day. It's been a lot longer, trust me. We got two of them already. Like a light and a dark one. How many are running around actually right now? That would be good to know. Okay. They're sitting kind of close there. You? Yeah, I definitely noticed that. So I was right on all that. That's a nice change of pace. Me being right about something, noticing something. Yeah, not too much really. Wow, that was cute actually. Artificial odd? Wait, what's odd? I'm sure there's plenty of uses for that kind of thing. But did she fill you with her bodily fluids, though? In a way, yeah. I guess that would explain a lot. Elaborate. That would be nice. Yeah, just... I was gonna point that out too. Thank you, Subaru. So that's why you talk like an old person. Gotcha. In charge of your own other copies. What a weird job to have. At least you have tea though, right? He always looks like that. Why does nobody get that? Oh. Oh, now we're talking. Does that mean we just get to, like, be in charge of the Ryuzu clones? Because there's potential with that. Or that. That delicious tea. Twice. Do you really want to know, Subaru? Did he? Oh. Okay then. Yeah, let's not tell Garfield anything more than we have to. Probably. Yeah, why would you do such a thing? Also, that's where I saw Lily in that thing of flowers. It was a little bit dark, so kind of hard to tell. So I want to point that out. Vilma. I see. You could try dyeing your hair. Sure. I don't really get why, but sure. Don't remind me of that. Yeah, I don't blame you. Let's avoid that end by any means necessary. Well, when you look kind of like a ghost and you pop up in the middle of the night. Hello, Amelia. I agree. How does that mean? That's just the highest of praise. Oh. least you tried, Super. I miss Puck. Like, I really do. I didn't think I would, but I do. And then I found you instead. I was just thinking about that too. I'm sure Puck has cheered up Amelia a lot of times back in the day. And she can't even return by death, so... You always do. Hopefully that made a difference. Oto, it's great to see you alive. We are besties, so... Shush! Other people are trying to sleep, Oto. This music. Yeah, because that always ends well. Yeah, either dead or alive, really. Okay, let's go off and find more suffering, my loyal steed. Hey, Ryuzu. That's the goal, but can we do it? Drink more of that tea? Oh, no. Uh... Do you want to come, Garfield? We would never. I mean, do they even have a proper shower here? I thought you were always at max. Yeah, don't beat up my Subaru. Dude, we don't bully dragons here. It's not okay. He's not exactly a super deep character. A lot of resets will do that, give you a better understanding of the people around you. I didn't hear anything. Amelia, mostly. The end music. He would never do anything bad. Subaru's a good boy. Help? That's pretty much the constant goal, yeah. I mean, there's a lot more than he did when he first showed up. I disagree. Subaru's been through an immense amount of suffering. Thank you very much. Like, you're the one that doesn't understand that, Garfield. That's what I'm here for, to suffer. I know hell. Jigoku Nada went by too quickly. Okay, well I made it back to the mansion at least. I would say so. Really appreciate that. You're the best. Oh, I suppose that's fair enough. For sure. Probably much better made than Ram. Just don't die is what we're saying here. I keep expecting the episode to end and it just keeps not. But okay then. Well, that was the 10th episode of the second season of ReZero. And like I thought, we started with the witch stuff because that's where we left off. It only makes sense. But yeah, just that was just really unsettling. All of the love yous and love me's and all that, just like the whispering kind of soft tone that she says it with over and over and over and over and over again through, you know, earbuds, and it just like it just, the fact that it kept going is what really started to wear on me. Just, I don't even know how to describe the feelings that caused, really. But it was an experience, I can say that much at least. And we just, as Subaru got swallowed up, just seeing all these flashes and stuff, which I didn't quite get what that was at first, but they kind of explained that later on that it was him kind of experiencing the memories and stuff of other people that had been swallowed up by the Witch of Envy and all that. So that's that. It's still weird to me how it happened this time and not in the other iterations of this, the other resets. But I guess some sort of butterfly effect just led to that, so I won't question that too much for now. But it's just, we're so weird seeing Garfield on our side, you know? Like, it feels like he's been an antagonist more often than not. Like, he kind of goes either way, depends on what Subaru does, really. And it seemed like Subaru figured out what that was, like, what the key to that was. I didn't quite get that myself. You know, big surprise there. But, anyway, that's kind of getting ahead of ourselves. Before that, we had Subaru kind of wandered into this secret area where he actually saw the original Ryuzu, right? Because we saw a bunch of them. Even in the opening, we saw a bunch of them, so I knew there was something going on with that. And they seem to be literal clones of, like, an original. But see, this whole thing seems to be kind of branched off from an echidna thing, trying to go for immortality, you know, vessels and all that. That didn't quite work out. So we got a full explanation on that. And also talking about Subaru just ingesting those bodily fluids, making him be the apostle of greed, I think they called it. So, you know, that's a thing. So that was a fun little scene. Just the one of them just kind of like clinging to him. That was kind of cute. Because I noticed that, the first thing I noticed was just how close she was sitting to him, and even just like, you know, clinging to the thing, as the other one just sits way over there, you know. Almost as if one likes it more than the other, which is a bit odd, considering they're kind of the same person, but I guess they had the little differences. They did talk about that a little bit as well. The one girl had a different family name because of, it gives her some kind of difference, you know. Was that family name or given name? Actually, one of them was different. I don't know which is which. But we also found out that the one drinks tea as a hobby, even though she doesn't need to because they're mana creatures. So that's good to know. We learned a lot of important stuff on that in that regard this episode. So. And we had a nice little scene with Amelia. Not really too much to say about it. I mean, it didn't seem like we got too much new stuff here, really. Just, generally, it's like a nice little mini date between the two of them, you know? In the spotlight, moonlight, and all that, trying to encourage Amelia. Like, I feel like we've done that before, but, you know, it's always a nice thing to see, because, you know, Amelia is having a kind of a rough time here. So just kind of reaffirming some of the stuff that Subaru feels about her will do for her. Yeah, it's a good thing to do, I suppose. We had a nice little scene as well between Subaru and Oto. Oto trying to be helpful, but Subaru kind of not wanting to accept it, you know? Because Subaru and all that. It's a fun little scene regardless. Oto being just like too loud, almost waking people up with his Tsukomi. That was fairly amusing in itself. And then by the end of the episode, Subaru actually did leave and ran into Garfield. And yeah, Garfield just, you know, being Garfield. Not much to say about that either. But clearly, at this point, Subaru has figured him out quite a bit, which is good news. You know, because it doesn't matter as much that I understand Garfield and what's going through his head. As long as Subaru understands it, he can plan around it, which is good. That's the very good thing. So, we're able to leave without Garfield murdering him, so that's always a positive. And he did get to the mansion in one piece, which is also a good thing. Got to meet up with some familiar faces who are still alive. Again, a good thing. So, you know, the episode ended on a fairly positive note. You know? And I mean, we ended off on the meeting with Beatrice, right? Talking about the contract and all that. So I guess we'll get more details on that next episode. Like, we've still been fairly vague on the Beatrice stuff. You know, we had Roswell tell us that she's not, like, a follower of the witches cult and all that. I think that was like all he really told us, so maybe we'll get more details on that here, which would be good. But yeah, not too much more to say on the episode than that, really. Just I feel like we got a decent amount of new information here and there, some fun scenes here and there. I don't think we had too much suffering this episode, really, aside from that beginning bit with the witch, but that's just kind of a carried over situation from last episode. For the most part, things went pretty positively. You know, we got to interact with Amelia, the Ryuzus. You know, even got to meet up with Petora near the end there. You know, even Beatrice. So as far as episodes go, I mean, this had kind of a minimal amount of Subaru suffering. Although Subaru talked about his suffering a little bit. I did like that moment between him and Garfield, when Garfield's like, "You don't know suffering," and Subaru was like, "Hold my beer, let me tell you a tale. Let me tell you a tale and see if you don't change your mind on that." So that was good. So, yeah, solid episode, I would say. I look forward to seeing how things go next episode, especially with Beatrice. You know, talking about the whole contract and all that stuff. So, although I do expect more suffering next episode because, well, I usually do. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.